Hello world, it is Thursday, April 28th, 2022, and looking out the window at Defiance, looks like it's trying to be nice out. It's a little cloudy and overcast, but cool today, only 56, and then I think a little bit warmer tomorrow. The devotion for today is entitled Guilt and Garlic Necklaces, written by Lillian Daniel. Lillian bases the devotion upon Colossians chapter 3, verse 12, New Revised Standard Version. Clothe yourselves with compassion, kindness, humility, meekness, and patience. And Lillian writes, as a pastor during the pandemic, I tell people I have never worked harder and to less effect. Wherever you may be in your pandemic routines and practices, like me, you might be looking back over the last 2 years and seeing things you could have done differently. I spent so many hours in meetings for scenarios that never took place. I spent too little time planning for things that popped up at the last minute, which in hindsight I should have seen coming. When to go online, when to open. There are safety measures I wish we had adopted earlier, but some of our precautions now look like garlic necklaces people used to wear to protect themselves from vampires. My only consolation is that I was not alone in all this. Our church's volunteer leaders spent just as much time in those meetings and tortured sleepless nights as I did. The only difference is that they love Jesus so much they didn't get paid for it. The challenge now is to work together toward moving forward. We can't do that without a healthy dose of self-inflicted humility. None of us were psychic. All of us were wrong about some things and right about others. It's time to stop keeping score and start working together. If you are waiting for history to prove you were right, wait on. You might get an answer next month, but scientifically speaking, the real answer will come in 100 years from now. Are you going to stay mad until then? You probably won't live that long. And Lillian's prayer. Clear the way, dear God. Clear the way. I guess looking back over the last 2 years of this pandemic, really almost 3 years, I guess, because it started early in 2020, and here we are in April of 2022, and it's still kind of lingering somewhat. We tried to make the best decisions we could to protect the most vulnerable among us. And of course, things changed as the vaccines became available and as a majority of our congregation became vaccinated. But ultimately, our goal was to protect people, which is to show them love. And so if there's something we did that upset you, I'm sorry, but we were doing the best we could with the information we had, and the information changed and got updated constantly. Our goal always and will ever be to protect those among us who are most vulnerable, because we are community and we have to think about one another. And I think that's the important part of the pandemic, is remembering that we belong to each other, and the actions we take affect not only us but everyone around us. And I think that says living like Christ more than anything else is taking into consideration community and living for the good of the community. Hope you have a good day, and today is Thursday. I don't know if I'll get to a devotion Friday or Saturday. If not, please join us for worship on Sunday, and either online or in person. And I hope to see you soon.